Hello you perfect listener, and thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is A and this is the Real Movie Podcast, and today I want to talk about top 5 worst things that Eric Cartman did. Number 5. He made someone suicide. Eric Cartman showed on many cases that he can be so manipulative. So when Eric and his mother are going to a psychiatrist, and psychiatrist tells Eric that, "What do you feel if I tell you that you are fat?" And the psychiatrist makes the biggest mistake and doesn't stop insulting Eric and keeps calling him fat. So while the doctor is talking, Eric sends a message and then puts the phone in his pocket. Then a few seconds later, the psychiatrist's wife calls, and then we hear a gunshot. And when the camera looks at Eric Cartman, Eric says, "Do not call me fat." Number 4. He wanted to kill Kenny. Cartman mocking Kenny for being poor and Kyle for being a Jew is really non-stop in the show. But when the poor Kenny gets himself a PSP and he starts playing, Cartman is jealous because he doesn't have a PSP. Then all of a sudden something happens. Kenny has an accident and he's in a coma. Cartman realizes that if Kenny was not around, he could kind of own Kenny's PSP. And while all of the friends and family are waiting for Kenny to get out of the coma, Cartman is counting on Kenny's death and he wants to unplug the device which is keeping Kenny alive, so he could own his PSP. Number 3. He fakes to be a special kid. This actually could be two things, because in one episode Eric fakes to have Tourette syndrome and he starts cursing and saying so many bad words. But this episode is really bad. When he realizes that there is an Olympics for special children, he starts studying on how people with these problems live and how they look like and how they talk. So he fakes that he is a special kid so he could win the prize of this Olympics, which is only $1,000. Although his plan backfires at the end, but to fake that you're special to get $1,000 is something that only Eric Cartman can do. Number 2. Giving Kyle HIV. In season 14 premiere, I guess, or season 13 premiere, Cartman has an operation in the hospital, and when something goes wrong in the operation, he accidentally gets infected with HIV. When he goes to school and announces this news to his friends, Kyle says, "Okay, this is actually karma because you always ripped off so many people and you deserve this HIV thing." And then Eric, because he's Eric Cartman, holds a grudge, and when Kyle's asleep at night, he goes to his room and injects his blood into Kyle's vein, so now Kyle also has HIV. Although they find a cure for HIV in the most ridiculous way possible at the end of this episode, Eric Cartman literally gave AIDS to Kyle. And before I talk about number 1, don't forget to like and subscribe. Number 1. Feeding Scott Tenorman's parents to Scott Tenorman. This might be one of the darkest things that were ever shown on a TV show. In an iconic episode, which I think is the highest rated of the whole South Park series, when Scott Tenorman, a 5th grader, sells his pubes for $5 to Eric Cartman and tells him, "Okay, now you are grown up," he doesn't know what will happen to him in the future. When Eric's friends tell him that Scott Tenorman's ripping you off, he wants his money back. But when Scott Tenorman does not give him back his money, he actually kind of kills Scott Tenorman's parents and make chili out of their flesh and then feed this chili to their child. And yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more because this is as dark as it goes. And that's my top 5 list for the worst things that Eric Cartman did. Tell me, what do you think about this character and what is your favorite episode of South Park? Comment your thoughts down below and let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it. As always, thanks. Bye.